Time formatting. In this video, we'll discuss how to control the way historical time is displayed. Clearly, there is no one-size-fits-all that is right for every scenario or timeline. If the events span many years, perhaps showing just the year of an event is enough. If the events occur within a few days or weeks, we would want more detail as to what time it is when an event occurs. Here is the scenario about the town history of Winnetka, Illinois. The time display shows all possible fields of the historical time. As I play the timeline, you can see that you can hardly tell what time it is. There is simply too much information. To change the time format, we need to click on the time display. First, we have to stop the time slider, and we click on the time display. And here is the historical time formatter. It shows all the elements of a historical time, and I can just check the ones that I want to have displayed and uncheck the ones I want to hide. So let's suppose that I want this simply month, day, and year with the month and number and the month separated from the day and the day from the year by slashes. So let's hide the day of the week. We don't need that. We want month, day, and year. We don't need era, hour, minute, second, AM or PM, time zone name or offset. We want the month to be a number, and we want it to be separated by a slash, and the day is separated by a slash. And we want this to be associated with the entire scenario. That means that any new timelines that will get created will have this as the default format. And of course, we can change it if we want. Okay, so there we are, month, day, and year. Now I continue playing the timeline, and that's an improvement, but I think it would really look better with just the year, so let's stop it. Get rid of month and date, save it, and there we are. Okay, well now let's go to the Lady Elgin sinking. This just shows the year, but in fact this is a mini scenario, if you will, which only takes a day and a half out of that century-long timeline, which is the history of the town of Winnetka. So we really would like some more detail here, so let's click on that. And let's add the day of the week, the month, and the date, and the hour, and the minute, and AM and PM. So we want day of the week to be a comma. We want the month to be a name. And let's have it stop followed by a blank. And the date is followed by a comma. And let's make this specific to the timeline, not to the entire scenario. So let's save that. Okay, well, we've got an extra colon in there. And also, let's make the time come first. So let's get rid of the colon, make that a blank. And now the way we rearrange these is simply to hold down the left mouse key and drag it up to wherever we want it. So there's hour and minute. You see the blue box indicates where this will go once we let go of it. AM and PM. There we are, hour, minute, day of week, month, day, and year. Okay. Actually, let's get rid of day and week. We don't really need that. Actually, I guess we do. Let's leave that in. All right, so there we go. Yeah, that looks fine. Lastly, let's create a new timeline. So, new timeline, and just call this test. And just set the end time to be 1932. And the clock rate doesn't matter. 1 year every second. Okay. Now watch. This is the format here. When we convert to test, it goes back to the default for the entire scenario. And if we wanted to, we could change the format for this guy as well. So that's really all there is to know about time formatting.